Welcome to Be So Light. Welcome, tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My apologies. I was running around getting last minute stuff and I had to get my water. I'm like, God, I'm always talking about go get your water. And I'm the only one that got my water. Okay, I think I have everything in place and it is on because I am all about making change and I am all about not being not being a part of the system. Didn't come here to be a part of that. I'm here to break it. Break the system within me, break the system of the patterns, the cycles, whatever you might even be holding on to. This is the time of breaking. So let me go on here first before I do this. First thing first, and this is going to be posted in the post as well as just saying it verbally. So I'm excited about this. This is going to be good. I'm excited because this is the first time where I put it out there to team up with other healers as a network and to be able to do a network of things together to provide a more activated portal of galactic portal work. So this is awesome, and I want to say thank you so much, Donna. She's going to be your sound therapy. So I'm going to put in all the info so everyone knows where to go. And you can go to Instagram. Now, if you're not following or you don't have Instagram and all that, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. These are some of the technology things we're using to do our work. Facebook, I understand. Facebook's got some weird stuff going on, and Instagram is a part of Facebook. But at least with Instagram, it's a little bit cleaner. You can kind of do your things. So here on Instagram, we're going to put in where you go for your sound bath and follow her. Okay, this is going to be Donna's page right here. And Donna, make sure I'm got it correct because I don't want it to not be correct because dyslexia sometimes comes in and I miswrite things. Okay, this is her. This is the sound bath where you're going there. And then also Marty has her Instagram there. You want to pick up extra things, but you are going to follow Marty on her YouTube channel. Oops, hold on. I think I got it right. Marty Hicks Forrest at 11111. Okay, that's where she is. So we had it all listed in yesterday's video. We put it there, and I'm putting it here right now so that you have it. Okay, now I'm going to pop off of this, and now I'm going to go into the kin of the day. Okay, so this is how this works. You'll come on here day one. Today is the day we're starting the 10-day galactic portal work. Each kin is going to bring an activation of what you're diving into, what you're looking into. You can use all three of the words. You can use one word that helps you describe what you're dealing with. What does that word activate for you? But in each day, you get to go to three places. You'll come to my page, my portal, then you'll go to Marty's portal, and then you will end with Donna's portal. Now, the sound therapy is the one that's going to set you up for your healing frequency and dream world. I will give you a card that will activate for your dream world. Now, here's the thing. If you have your own oracle cards, then pull your cards. Pull your own thing. I'm simply just providing extra layers of things to help kind of spark that activation in you so you can see exactly where you're blocked, where you're harboring things, where you're hurting, where you never got over it, where you're surging in energy and you're manifesting, but then you drop off on the end, but you're still not getting what you really want. So the whole intention here is to utilize this energy that's coming in with the 10-day portal. Now, if you do not have your calendar, I would highly suggest you get your calendar. If you want to go to Lot of Times and go to their page and download their PDF that you can get for, I think it's for 20 bucks, 20 something, and download that instead of getting their physical book, then you have it right away on your laptop, on your desktop, wherever you want to download that PDF, and you have it right there. So you can follow along with each activation kin. And then on top of that, I'm going to say it again. Find out what your kin is. So when we're moving through these portal days, here, you are going to be able to figure out which one of these kins are you, and how potent will that energy be for you manifesting the things that you desire in your life. Okay, so you have to line it up, set the intention so that you really start seeing the synchronicity. Now, I love the Galactic calendar. I totally love it because it brings in the 13 moon cycles, where in the Gregorian calendar, it hacks up everything and makes it all non-true. You're missing potent timelines of activations because they derail it in a certain way where they have you gravitating to one energy where you're feeding into that, but it's not going to be beneficial to you. That's the key. At least with the Galactic one, it's going to be beneficial to you. Ethiopian calendar, beneficial to you. Anything where it is not of the Gregorian calendar, that energy is going to be beneficial to you because it's just set up. Gregorian is just lies. That's all there is to it. And it's it's a part of the old system that has to break away of the old spellbounding energies that is held over us. Okay, thank you. So I'm glad the team is here. Thank you, team, for being here. I like that. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set intentions. We're going to set the space. We're going to set, and we're calling in the spirit of fire. We're calling in the spirit of fire because we want to have the divine light of our own flame essence that will guide us through these next 10 days through the portals so that we will see clearly, we will hear clearly, we will activate through our divine Heka and pull those things in. Now, this is going to be a relatively different type of galactic wave spell portal work that we're doing because, like I said, you get to visit me, you get to visit Marty, you get to visit Donna in her work and how all three of us are putting this together. You get to visit the fates. We're holding the fate timeline so that you can anchor yourself into a higher timeline and create from there. We're actually going to say, no, we're going to pull you out of the fake one. We're going to pull you out of that lower one where you're just looping around having fun on your tricycle. It's time to graduate from the tricycle and step up into you being the ultimate high spirit being that you are. Let's get you going there. So I'm excited about this. I can't wait to hear everyone. I want everyone to jump in and please talk about your journey. Come into the YouTube community and talk about your journey when we go live. And this is a place where we can talk about things. This is where we can just go ahead and say what we need to say. Now, if we're going to do anything in a private thing, which I don't hook into any private type of onset thing, I don't put that in with the portal thing because it's moving pretty fast. But I do expect you to just, if you have questions, ask the questions when we're live, okay? If there's questions for me on something that you want to do, questions for Donna, questions for Marty, ask during the live. Don't be asking when it's all past that. And if something was already videotaped ahead of time, please make sure you take the time to write something in the comment or ask the questions in the comment. So then if it's something that you're dealing with, we can actually help move you through that. Now, let me put a disclaimer here. See how my face just got really serious as a priestess? That dragon energy is coming up behind me right about now. This is not for those of you that are coming on that are inorganic beings. Okay? I'm putting it out there. Don't be coming in here with your shenanigans, talking about you got all kind of demons and stuff following you. Yeah, you need to take care of that. You need to find a special person to help you do that. All right? Disclaimer. For me, Marty, and for Donna, we're not here to break up your demons. That's your work. You invited them, you brought them in, you get rid of them. That's how this goes. Okay? Now I have to say that because we got a lot of cuckoo for Cocoa Puff people running around stirring up stuff that they shouldn't be stirring up and want other people to take on their stuff. We're not here to take on your stuff. We're not here to do that. We're simply here creating a space for you to do the work on yourself. We're giving you the tools to do the work on yourself. We're not here to rescue you. There's no rescue party here, okay? You're it. So if you're not ready to do that, then I highly suggest you just click off because you're not ready for this part of the deal, okay? That's how this goes. I have to keep it real, and I have to say it like it is because I don't have time for shenanigans, and neither do you. That's how I roll. 59 years old, I got skin and blood in the game. All right, I don't have time for this shenanigans stuff. Miss me with all that. I'm lock and load, ready to go. Can you tell? So I'm just not into that craziness. You got craziness, take that craziness somewhere else. Find somebody else that'll support you for your craziness. We ain't got time for it here. We are the Sisters of Faith right now for these next 10 days. And our faith energy timelines is to help you get to where you need to go. Now, if you're not ready for that challenge for these next 10 days, go find something else that would better suit your ego needs. Otherwise, this right here, Be So Light, moving through, is all about you moving through, going higher. You're not ready for that? Click off. If you're ready for it, stay and be committed for the next 10 days. Don't be doing this thing, showing up, and then you don't show up the next day, you don't show up the next day. Oh, but then you're trying to cram everything in. It don't work like that. The medicine is set for each day. Each kin gives you an energy for each day. And all three of us have our calendars that we're going to be working from. All right, yeah, we're the Sisters of Faith. So I hope you're ready. Let's lock and load, shall we? Everyone got your water? Get your water ready because codes are going to be given today. Don't be running around talking, oh, I didn't get my water. I put it in the description, what you're going to need. All right, here we go. Well, that didn't go well. Not too much energy. I broke the match. Spirit of fire, we call to thee. We invoke thee and ask you to be here. We ask you, Spirit of fire, to light the way, to bring forth that energy today. Spirit of fire, we call to you to ignite with our own sacred soul flame. Ignite with that soul flame. Bring both hands to heart as we call this in. We call through the Spirit of fire, the elemental Spirit of fire that holds the light, that holds the truth, that holds the purification, the cleansing, holds the deepest healing, that lights up the codes within our bodies. We call you forth, and we activate the element of Spirit of fire for the highest healing, purification, removal of all blockages, and to bring in that soul fire, that soul flame of the Spirit. Let it be ignited. Let it burn stronger. Let it awaken all ancient thoughts, all ancient codes. Let everything that was in our original blueprint come online now. For we command it so. We command it so. We command it so. Let the flame of our souls ignite. Let that flame burn bright this night. We command it so. We command it so. We command it so. Let us claim our original divine blueprint before the time of chaos and delusions and distortions. Let us claim the true divine source blueprint of ourselves. Let the flame ignite now. Let it burn bright within us. We command it so, we command it so, we command it so, and so it is. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. Exhale it out. Close your eyes and allow yourself to see a beautiful orb of light right above your head, right above the crown that is right with the soul star. Allow this beautiful divine light of this orb of light, this diamond white light of source, to come straight down from the soul star into the crown, into the third eye, into the throat chakra, down into the higher heart self. As it moves down into the solar plexus and the sacral and the root, as it moves all the way down, down to the feet, into the earth star, finally into the water star. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Anchoring in to the waters of life. Breathing in the sacredness. Bringing that energy fully back up through the center, up to the high heart self. Breathing in. Drop the shoulders. Relax the jawline. Breathe in. And be aware and be present in this moment. As we call in the beautiful elementals of the east of air, the south the fire, the west the waters, and the north of earth, and we call in the divine, solely one true creator of the great mysteries above as it comes to below here on earth. We thank you for creating this sacred space. We thank you for our guardians of the east and the south and the west and the north being here now, guarding those sacred portals as we do this work in unity through our hearts, through our divinity of who we are, because we remember who we are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Taking a nice deep breath in, deep belly breath, expand through the belly, exhale it out. Deep belly breath, breathe in, allow that belly to expand. Exhale it out. Last deep belly breath, breathe in, allow that belly to expand. Exhale it out. Bring both hands to heart, please, once again. And now bring both hands into prayer position at the heart. And remember, this position is always the unification of the right and left side of the brain, bringing both sides together in balance. Activating. There. Now we're in it to win it. Let's go. Here we are on August 17th. And we're looking at Kin 146, White Electric World Bridger. I activate in order to equalize bonding opportunities with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of heart. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. We now enter this galactic portal on 146 of Kin of the White Electric World Bridger. It brings in the beautiful color of white. It brings in the planet Mars, the chakra of the throat, and the Earth family cardinal. It also has a rune for today. The message here is, the art of nature is the function of telepathic remembrance. We are moving into that mental sphere right here, a second subconscious. The third time dimensional cosmic synchronicity is also here. That is being activated. Our rune message of the day, and I'm just going to pull from my rune book, is all about the joy. What is the joy? So we're going to set that intention. And this one is kind of like one of those questions that I asked in Spiral Body. Are you happy? Because if you're not happy, truly happy, or can't find joy in life, where's your joy? This is where we take that journey into our inner self and we step into that place of, what is the ruling energy over me right now? Is it a good thing or is it out of sync? Is it creating disharmony for me? Is the energy that is around me that I move into, is that causing me to have joy or conflict? Where is your joy? Where is your happiness? You are the one that needs to be sitting on your throne. Remember that. These next 10 days on out is all about you sitting on your throne and what are you creating? What needs to go out of your kingdom? What needs to come in? What is the inner battle war that is going on inside of you and what you're ruling? And when I say what you're ruling, what are you the ruler of? Are you the ruler of disharmony? Are you the ruler of repeat patterns? Are you the ruler of repeating the cycles? Are you the ruler of your unhappiness? What is it? Because until you finally say no more, you keep what's coming in and it keeps repeating. We're here to break that. We're not here to keep it. So if you're ready to do that, I ask you right now, take a deep breath in. See your throne. I want you to see your throne. This is also a good way to get grounded. See your throne. What does your throne look like? What's the color? What is it made with? What kind of throne is it? Is it a crystal throne? Is it a seashell throne? Is it made out of thousands and thousands of year old wood? Is it made out of that? Is it made out of just earthing? Is it made out of just one big stone? What is your throne made out of? Now, I just want you to just visualize what your throne looks like right now. And I want you to keep that image of your throne in your mind's eye. See what it looks like. See how big it is. What's the color of it? Does it have any color? And now I want you to just approach the throne, sit on it. What does it feel like? Is it heavy? Is it cold? Does it feel numbing? What's that throne feel like? Does it make you feel good? Is it a pure crystal throne? Is it a quartz crystal throne? Is it a rose quartz? Is it an amethyst quartz throne? What is it? What did you create? What's your throne? And while you're sitting on it, what does it feel like to you? Does it feel kind of empty? Does it feel disconnecting? What does it feel like? Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Sink into the throne. What does your throne feel like? Do you not feel your throne? Does it feel empty? What does it feel like? And just allow yourself to feel into your throne. And as I read the activation of the rune, feel into this. This rune is about bearing the fruit-bearing branch. The terms of travail is ending, and you have come to yourself in some regard. This rune of the Wujun is all about freeing, receiving the blessings to material gains in your emotional life and heightened sense of your own well-being. This is an alchemy moment in which understanding transmutes from acknowledgement. The acknowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now you can rejoice in having been carried across the gaps by the will of heaven. Joylessness accompanied by new energy blocked before now. The light pierces the clouds and touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. The soul is illuminated from within at the meeting place of heaven and earth, the meeting of the waters. There is a new clarity, which you may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, and goals. It is the proper and timely for you to do so. This rune is the restoration of properly aligned with the self. So this rune looks like the letter P, and that's the activation of what is the joy you're seeking. What is it that you're seeking? Okay. Now, you feel what your throne feels like. You see what it feels like. Now set the intention for these next 10 days. What is going to be the ruling? Is it going to be bringing in better health? Is it going to be creating a new higher timeline to find your home? Is it going to be a timeline to create a new business, new job, new relationships, maybe getting out of relationships, maybe moving out of old places, maybe moving out of those old jobs, whatever that may be? What is the ruling of moving something out? What are you replacing it with? While you're sitting on your throne. Okay? So, we have this medicine. We brought this in, and we're going to look at the words for the tones. So the tone, we have 3 tones. And the 3 tones are going to bring in, how interesting, the 3 tones to 3 fates. So is it going to bring in activate? These are your tones for today. So it's going to bring in activate, bond, and service. Service is love made visible. So how is this going to activate bond, service? What do you want as an activation? What's being activated? What are you going to activate today? Setting the intentions with that. What are you activating today? Okay. So I want you to sit with that thought process. If you have your calendar, you will read the whole part of this that activates that, and it's about the tone 3 represents the sacred Trinity in all of its manifestation. The energy of 3 moves us beyond polarity, ushering in the electrifying current of activation instead an instant of give and take of 2. So what is that instant take give of 2? What is that Trinity? So with that being said, we're going to step into the activation codes for your glass of water. Now, if this is your first time working with me for the water codes, the trick to the water codes is you have to taste your water first. You place your glass of water up to the camera, and then I place the codes and activate the water. Our water holds all of the codes and memories of everything that's ever happened on this planet. I don't care how much crap they put in the water to get it to be something else to dumb it down. This water has intelligence. It knows how to clear itself. It really does. So all we have to do is constantly remind ourselves that we talk to the water, we say thank you, we drink structured water. Structured water means that it's run through a filter system with crystals, magnets, things that help structure the water and brings it up to a higher frequency. I love the fact that I make these beautiful crystal plates that are chargers that allows you to set your glass of water on it and charges up your water. Along with it allows you to put crystals and different codes on it to also charge your water with. That's structured water. So when we're talking about copper, we're talking about crystals, we're talking about magnets, those 3 things right there creates structured water. So by you just putting those things around your water and setting the intention that you are only drinking structured divine water, the water comes forward, the spirit of it comes forward and answers that. It aligns with that. Instead of just drinking water that's empty, that has other stuff going on in it, that is supposed to lower your frequency. Now, from here on out, we're all about keeping that frequency high. Because as we keep the frequency high, what do? We change things. We create the new world that we want to exist in, not what these walkabout wanna be a human xenomorph person thing does. I was saying that kind of nicely. I really wanted to go and say it all kind of ways, but so, are you ready for your first code? So get your waters ready. We already activated today's Kim, which is the white electric world bridger. Now, just keep in mind that this energy, when we're talking about bridger, we're talking about what is being bridged, what is moving to that next level. Okay? So, we got that activated. And now we're going to move into your codes. I don't know what it is, but I love it when I drink coded water, especially after you hit your singing bowl. Oh my gosh, water just tastes so good. And it vibrates through, so anything that's synthetic in the water, it can't hold. It can't stay like that. When you even say the words love, 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 love over your water, activate that. You're drinking sweeter water. When you just hold your water up and you say, okay, beautiful divine creator, moving past all the artificial stuff, only the true creator, the one true creator, send me down some beautiful light codes in my water, please. Activate that. And then you just wait and you'll feel it and then drink it. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Okay, so one of the things I want you to add to your food today, if you haven't, and only if you can do it, I love to have a little bit of pineapples mixed into my smoothie, along with spirulina or chlorella or chlorophyll, whichever ones you want to add in there. You get that nice greenness in there. Sometimes I make it too green, but that's okay. But I like to have pineapple, mango. I like to throw some cranberry juice if you want to throw it in there, or if you want to skip that all together and just do like a yogurt or something into your smoothie and make that, get your smoothie in, and then you're getting in some good pineapple juice, and that pineapple juice, just parasites can't live in it. They don't like it. They die. Yeah. And the same with cayenne. If you like hot sauce and all those spicy things, yeah, parasites don't like spicy food. They don't like that because it kills them. Who would have ever guessed? I like spicy foods, don't you? Yeah, especially for these next 10 days. Okay, here comes your first codes. Are you ready? So, I'm going to give you 3 sets of codes. And the first one's going to be about the higher self connection. The second one is all about the parasites. And then the third one is all about healing a problem. Whatever that problem may be, because you're sitting on your throne, right? So what is the problem that you got to get out of your kingdom? All right? All right, here we go. First one, glass of water's up to the top. And you, if this is your first time here, you're going to taste the difference. I always tell people, taste your water now. And here comes the codes. And put your glass of water back up to the camera, up to your laptop, wherever you had it. Okay. First one, 787-8899. Activate transmission. Divinely align. Accelerate. Amplify. There you go. Next codes, parasites, 33, 37, 899. Activate. Remove all parasites. Etheric, body. Activate, divinely align, accelerate, amplify, and rectify. Last one is going to be 77, 66, 54. Healing the problem. Activate. Now hold your glass still. Hold that. 999, 999, 999. Detox. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. All right. Drink your water. Half of it, please. Not all of it. Ah. And please put a tap of a 3, number 3 that you taste the difference in your water. Excellent. Hey, Shay, welcome on in, girlfriend. We got 10 days. There you go. Who else is going to give me a number? Come on. Don't be shy now. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Oracle of Delphine. I love how other people, come on, put your number in there if you tried it. Unless you're just looking on. Are you just watching? Yeah. Watch away. Hi, lovely. Get that water going. What are you doing? Okay, Delphine and the ancestors, and because we lit our cosmic flower, where you been? Because we lit the candle for the flame, we're gonna have the dragons today too. Now, my dragons have been very active. Let me tell you how active they are. It's so funny because they come swooping in, and next thing I know, they're bumping into the bed, cracking and poppings of the wall. I'm like, y'all gotta calm your wings down. You're energetically gonna make things happen to this physical building. Ma'am, how did you get a crack in your whole roof up there? I think it was 2 of my dragons that flew by, but I'm not really sure. They've been in a busyness of battling. I can't really explain it. Can you fix it? I'm sure they didn't mean to do it. They just, get kind of active. And then their look is, Dragonstead does. Oh, yeah. Got 7 of them. All righty then. Okay. Make sure you have your journals. Now remember, I'm not sure if Marty's going to have hers up just yet, So you can go over and get yourself activated with the sound bath. Marty had to do medicine this morning, so she's in lodge. And I think she should be done. So she probably will have her teaching loaded up very shortly so that you can go over and visit her. Now, that's if you really want to do that. And I think it would be beneficial to all of you to do the travel through here, Marty's, and Donna's page. Okay? These are portals that you're going into. Just love it. Just give me a portal, I'll give you a new life. Oh, because we only travel good portals here. Yeah, that Schumann, dang, energy is sky high. I'm like, oh God. That mother is like whipping it up on us. It's kind of like when I see Mother Earth, I see this brilliant light Mother Earth, how she expands herself. She's like, oh, I'm gonna give it to y'all now. You've been such bad children. Grow up. Oh, I see her just doing that. She's just we're getting a spanking. All right. Oh my gosh, this is good. This is good. This is good. God help me with this dragon name. My cats. Hopefully I can say it. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Okay, and then the last two. That sparks your okay. I'm going to step into that one first. And then what would bring light to it. So you know on our first day, we have to set everything into motion. So it always takes a little bit longer on the first day. Because we're activating the portals, we're getting everything ready. So that everyone is in that beautiful orb of light. And you're in your beautiful sacred energy. So during this time, these are the things. You're taking medicine baths. You're taking medicine showers. You're smudging. You're creating space. And before I get off of here, I will show you how to make your bowl, your salt bowl. And put that underneath your bed so you can have peaceful sleep. Okay? And if you got those sore muscles going on, get your magnesium going. Check into that. You know, if you want to go and see your doctor and say, hey, can you check me, see if my magnesium, you'll know if your magnesium is low because you'll be craving chocolate a lot, eating a lot of nuts, because that's a sign your magnesium's low. And then you get muscle cramps, really stiff like muscles. Yeah, all that light coming in, it's pushing, and when you stress out, you burn off a lot of your magnesium element in the body. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's talk into this medicine. I'm loving it. So our first card, when we asked the Oracle Delphine, what is the opening for this medicine that we're stepping into? And it's 41, faith, hope, anticipate, inspire, foresee. Now, I want you to pay attention as you look at this picture because this is exactly what we're doing. She's stepping through a portal. She's stepping through a gateway. Okay? She's going to step through a gateway. She's going to trust herself. Okay? Trusting. Now, That's the first gateway, stepping in. The ancestors match up with number 32, and it says the altar of air, and it's bringing in that clarity, bringing in the clarity. Okay, bring in that clarity. Then, as you bring in the clarity, your crystal grid activation is bringing in black calcite, and it's bringing in the journey, and that's a number 50. So bringing in the journey. Journey to what? Where are you journeying to? So this is a black calcite. You can work with black obsidian. You can work with Apache stone. You can work with rainbow obsidian. And you can also work with black silver sheen. I just ordered a beautiful black silver sheen sphere from Sage Goddess. I should have it next week. So they were $9.99. Then you got to pay for shipping and handling. That was what, $9-10. So well worth it, because the stone originally was $40. That's about the price of a silver sheen obsidian. Now, because we started with our fire, we called in the spirit of fire to help light the way as we do our journey. We have to be able to see where we're going. So the dragon for this is a beautiful dragon. This is Lahma Pushal. Be flexible in every situation in your life. Learn to concede in order to promote the light of peace. Interesting, and it's a beautiful blue dragon. Beautiful blue dragon. Dragon riders. Our light language that activates us is from Lyra, and it's awareness, and it's one thing that every single one of us, you need to know you are deserving and you have self-worth. And self-worth means this: what are you allowing yourself to do? Where are your healthy boundaries for yourself? So take in a nice deep breath and breathe in an activation of this. Exhale it out. And then a part of the activation moving into these codes is going to be the crystal skull of wisdom. This portal through the Stargate brings in clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. The crystal skull. So those of you that have any miniature crystal skulls, that would be a good thing. Even right now is a perfect time to start looking for what I call the crystal skull candle, tea light candle burners, where you get the crystal skull for Halloween, and they come in different glass colors or glass, and you put a tea light candle in there, and it's the skull. You can light it up. Comes in different type of styles. This is the perfect time of the year to start looking for those, because when you work with the skulls, you're working with the mind, you're working with your ancestors, you're working with the ancestor bloodline type of thing that you want to start with that clearing. So I have tiny resin skull. Perfect. Work with the skulls. The skulls is all about bringing in that wisdom. Now, if you really want to bring in that wisdom, where'd it go? Okay, there it is. You might just be ready, and I'm saying this lightly, okay? So you have all your different crystals that you have that you're working with, but you might want to see if you're ready to work with a prophecy stone, okay? Now, I would highly suggest, if you do have a place where you can work with a prophecy stone, you get one that you can look at, that you can feel into and work with. they are very intense stones that brings in that connection with the prophecy of itself, where you're able to tap into that third eye, tap into that energy, and really kind of move into that space of connecting into that higher self knowledge, what you're looking for. So think about that if you want to work with a prophecy stone. If not, then you're going to be working with your quartz crystals, bringing those in and bringing in their light. Looking for good crystals that has that good vibration that feels that. Lately, like I just been picking these up from, and remember, any crystals that have your little ones that comes out of it, those are manifestors. Okay, these are the manifestor crystals. So really pay attention to that when you're looking at your crystals and they get like really like clear like this. Look at that. Insane. Look how beautiful Mother's plasma is. And then it hardens up. Look at that. Yeah. Working with those right now is like a really, wow, okay. I was like, wait a minute, wow. All righty then. The crystals are talking. So, yeah, work with your crystals for sure. I got goosebumps on that. It's like, I was like, whoa. Okay, and now when we talk about the secret language of darkness, remember, we're looking at that shadow side. And here's the question. Dark night of the soul. Ego patterns soften, the soul wisdom emerges. And then the light part of it that matches it is the soul tree. So here you have the shadow part. And then here you have the soul part, the light part. Okay. So that's going to bring in that activation of this. Now for tonight, make note. You're dealing with Dark Night of the Soul. That was a number 9. And then the soul tree was a 21. That's a number 3. We're still rolling with the energy of that Trinity. So tonight, setting up part of your dream world. Now, dream world has been very active for me. Okay? It's been very active. And these teachings, they're going to be busy up till our last day, and then on our last day they're all going to be moved over into a playlist. Okay, so the divine animal oracle is Jaguar, and it's release, and it's a number 9. Stop the boss. It's a number 9. You're gonna see why I'm saying, oh my God, it's a number 9. Okay, so Jaguar, you can call this animal beautiful divine being in, because for the dream part, it's called Winter's Dream, gestation period. It's a seashell, and it's a number 63, another 9. So where in your dream does it feel like it's stuck, frozen? Remember, you have the power over your dreams. You set the intentions. Okay, you set the intentions of your dream. At nighttime, everybody should be smudged. Make sure your pillows are good. Make sure your bed's good. Make sure everything's good. Okay? Make sure your space is in order. Get it smudged up. Now, your bowl can be a glass bowl. I'm just going to use this as demo. It's about this size, not too big, not too crazy. In that glass bowl, you're going to take either white sea salt or pink sea salt. You're going to get about a half a cup of that, and you're going to place that into your bowl. Now, in your bowl, this is where you get creative. You want that sea salt. You can, if you wanted to mix the pink and the white together, you can do that. There's no rules. Then you pick out the essential oils that you want to put into the bowl. I like camphor, love my orange, love rosemary, I love lavender, rose, frankincense, and myrrh. And you put that into your bowl of salt. You mix it in. Now, you can pick and choose how many drops you want, but I would definitely say anywhere between 7 to 8 drops. And if you want to do 12 or 13 drops, you can do that too. Okay? Pay attention to the numbers that you're using. Okay? The reason why I say pay attention to your numbers is because you're creating a bowl of activated salt that is going to be the charger underneath your bed. Okay? It's going to just be a dry mixture, supercharged salt underneath your bed in a glass bowl. Now, you can also add some beautiful dry herbs to this. If you want to add dried petals of rose petals, some dry rosemary, some mugwort. Mugwort is good for sleep, brains prophesizing dreams, foresights. I said lavender, right? Okay. Lavender, rose, rosemary, mugwort, sage, cedar. If you want to add juniper berries, you can. If you want to add some yarrow, you can. Just dry herbs. Some of you might even add some chamomile. Angelic root. You get my drift? This is your medicine. And I want you to set intention. And every time when you add an herb or an oil to that mixture, you set the intention and say, you're for sleep, you're for this, you're for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And make sure you're using your spoon, not a metal. No metal spoon. Has to be wood or a crystal or bone. Thank you. Okay. So you're mixing it. I have to say that because somebody will come whip up. Oh, let me get a spoon. Give me. No. No metal. Spoon. No. Now you're mixing it. Got your dry in there. Now your crystals. Black tourmaline. Maybe 4 or 5 pieces of small pieces of black tourmaline. 1 big piece of quartz goes in the center. Some rose quartz, maybe 3 or 2 pieces of rose quartz. Now, if your body needs some healing, you're going to look at some good crystals that promote healing. Like jade is good for the body. Aventurine is good. That's all heart center. Okay? But if you're just going to use quartz, just use a piece of quartz and tell it that you want to promote healing for the body. Okay? The only thing I did not put into this bowl is selenite. Because selenite is a clearer. Clears everything. Selenite works better by itself. And then it works good when you're going to put other things on it. But when you put it inside a mixture, it can kind of like start by, oh, let me go ahead and clear this. Let me clear that. No. So I don't put the selenite in this mixture just because it's such a super clear. I use it by itself, separate. Okay. So now you got that. And then I put a copper ball piece of copper ball inside the mixture. So before I lay all the crystals and the oils and everything, I just stir everything in together. And I'm moving it in the way of how Mother Earth moves. Okay? Stirring it in, stirring in the intention, folding everything in. Okay? Then I pat it down. It's okay if your herbs and stuff are sticking up on the top. It doesn't matter. Then you lay your black tourmaline in, or your black obsidian, or your silver scene obsidian, whatever it's going to be. Lay it in there. All right? And after you get it laid in there, then you make sure you have your clear quartz point in the center. That's your activator for the whole entire bowl. Okay? Now you have your rose quartz, and you put that in there. And any other ones that you want to put in there. If you want to put malachite in there, you want to put bloodstone in there. If you want to put any other healing stones in there, you can. Okay? Your mixture of your bowl is yours. But as long as you are telling everything what you want it to do, what it represents, that's you feeding the energy into the bowl. Okay? After you are done with that, you're going to turn the bowl on. Circle your finger around it or your spoon around it and turn it on. Activate it. You're now activated. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Bowl's activated. Now you can take that bowl. If you want to call in the 4 directions, you want to call it all in, you can call it into that. Okay? And you say this bowl represents divine sleep. This also represents a distortion of any negative energy that comes around my bed area or in my room while I'm sleeping. You are not welcome. No artificial programming entering my dream space or entering my sleep space. Period. This is the ripper. It's going to rip you up. It's going to rip anything out that's non-divine, that shouldn't be coming in. There you go. And I see you smiling. I see you smiling. So now you're going to take that bowl and you're going to place it underneath your bed. Now you can put it on another plate if you want, or you can set it on a beautiful piece of colored paper if you want. And if you want to add another copper shape to it, you can, like a triangle, and you set the bowl right inside the triangle of the copper. Okay, that's laying on top of your paper or a plate, whatever you want to do. Slide that underneath as much as you can to the center of the bed. But mainly you want to have it where, if you sleep in your bed by yourself, have it at the part where you sleep the most on. If you sleep directly in the middle, perfect. Get it underneath there. Now, if you have a partner, you can actually make just one big bowl that you can do. But if it's just yourself, just a medium, small size bowl will do. Okay, like the cereal bowls. That's a good size. If it's you and a hubby or your partners, you want a big bowl, then you make a big bowl. That goes underneath. So you can recharge that, revamp it once or twice a month, stir it up, add something more herbs in it or a little bit more salt in to recharge it if you want, and then put it back underneath the bed. And then sooner or later, after it gets so heavy to the point where it's not chargeable, usually probably in 6 or 7 months, that can last that long, this is where you now will take it and then go out far away from your home to park woods somewhere and dump it. Get rid of it. Okay? So that it'll be a cleansing thing. It'll cleanse the area, be there. You can do it that way, or you can put it in a brown paper bag and put it in the dumpster. Now you're probably saying, in a dumpster? Yeah. Because just think, when that salt goes to wherever it's being dumped, it's going to disperse and it's just going to start clearing that whole other area there. What? What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah. It just means you're going to bump it up for you, but you can take it and put it in brown paper bag, put it in the dumpster, put it in the trash. And when it gets to its final destination, it's going to come undone and it's going to go. There you go. Okay, so I taught you that about the salt. You got your water. You can fill your water back up and it'll recharge again. You can come back to this video just for that part if you want and make another batch of it if you so choose. Spirit will have me probably giving a couple more of those frequencies, codes, so that you will have them and you can utilize them, okay? But as we're going on in these next 10 days, this is your medicine and we're in it now, all right? We're in it. All right, lovelies, this has been my teaching of the day. So, any questions before I step away from this portal and then you are off to go do your next portal, going to Marty's YouTube channel to see if she put up her post yet, the newness. If not, just wait patiently. Make sure you subscribe to her channel so you know when she's posting, so you get the notification that she's got her post up. And also the same with Donna's channel, because hers is the Amethyst strain, and that's 23. So making sure you go over there to get your sound bath. Okay? We are the Sisters of Faith, just coming to help you go through your journey for these next 10 days. And I'm so glad a lot of you are finally catching on to how powerful this is and the things that when you set it in motion, you build the momentum behind it, the changes that it brings. And because we're working from the 13th moon, the galactic calendar, it gives it that much more potency because you are in the knowing of these portals and it's going to bring in all the synchronicity to you. Okay? As long as you're sitting on your throne and you're ruling, you've got no choice but to receive the good stuff. Now, if you're ruling kind of, yeah, you got to get that straightened out. You got to be the right ruler on your throne. All right? So, with that being said, I want you to have good dreams tonight. Set up your bowls. Get those activated because you're in your medicine. And I need you to take care of yourself. In your journal, whatever words come up, whatever feelings come up, write it. If Marty has you doing some kind of journal work, follow that. All of this is going to come together as good medicine for each and every one of you. I can't wait to see the outcome. I'm just so excited. So, all right, lovelies, I got you fully activated. We're in the portal. We are going to have a great day. So everyone be good to yourself. Much love to all of you. I will see you here tomorrow for portal number 2. Let's get this. You got it. Be so light. Bye.